nice early start for us this morning, taking Brad and Zachy out in the boat. Picked the day pretty well. It looks like there's pretty much no swell, light wind, and we're going to jump in and dive just a little bit down south from home. We're just waiting for Zachy to get to the ramp now. Keen as to jump in the water and just have a fun morning. See you out there. I always think that we're just so lucky to live on a part of the coast here where we have clear blue water almost year round. I really do value the fact that we can get in the water and dive comfortably in clear visibility nearly 100% of the time. Just doing a slow little descent here. As you saw in the previous clip, I actually threw the throw flasher down and there's a thick wall of yakka. We're just trying to see if we can spike the interest of any thingies that might be cruising around. At the bottom there's just a little stingray. Just tuck my chin in, head down, grab that throw flasher and just have a look what comes in. Just cruising around the reef here. There's a few little isolated bommy tops that are holding a couple of reef fish. There's some red moong, goatfish, a few drummer kind of darting in and out. And I'll just cruise down here to try put a shot into this goatfish. I reckon I say this in nearly every video we put up. These guys are such good eating. If you haven't tried one, make sure next time you see one you give it a go. I really enjoy eating these guys with the skin still on the fillet. Obviously the scales are pretty annoying, so what I try to do is just knock these off in the water. They seem to come off heaps easier when you do this, and then guts out and then just straight in the esky. Zachy and I were just doing a few deeper drops out wider. Zach came up from one of his dives and noticed that there was a nice little cray ledge right on the bottom, kind of where the rocks met the sand. Anyway, we didn't have any float lines attached and we didn't want to lose the spot, so we just sent the guns down. And yeah, we did a couple of dives each to get some of those crays. This clip here is definitely my favourite clip of the dive that we had. I'm just following Zach down in this dive with the GoPro just on my mask. The viz is so clear, so it's very easy just to see what we're doing. Essentially what Zach does is he just cruises down. He's really calm. He has a look at what the ledge is looking like. You can see the feelers are kind of sitting at the front there. He doesn't want to scare them and kind of push them back in, so he just waits for the right time and then yeah, just gets one of those crays on the feelers, pulls it out. It's really well done. He's such an expert at this. He's been doing it pretty much his whole life, so that's definitely the best approach. I come in, the sand's a little bit disturbed, but I kind of just get my left arm in there and manage to get a nice healthy cray out as well. And then this is the best part, the boys just coming back up with a couple of crays. Yeah, it doesn't get much better than that at home. Straight back down there, and there was a slipper sitting kind of on the edge of the wall, so we noticed that a few dives before but thought we'd just wait. They don't really move around too much, so once we got the Easterns we went down and grabbed a couple of them. Thought I'd give you guys a little update, just jump back in the boat. We've been in the water for about three and a half hours. We managed to get a heap of crays at the first spot, and we just went and targeted some reef species at a different spot. The boys are still in the water. They're checking a couple more cracks at the moment. I'm gonna spin this camera around and show you what's in the esky. Pretty much just the usual suspects from home. Heap of Easterns, couple of slippers, some blue mowies, goaties. I think there's a red rock cod in there, a couple of abalone, a few trumpeter. Hold them up for a video. Yeah, boy. It was real epic to have a day out in the boat again with Zach. We don't get to catch up a heap anymore because he lives up in the Goldie and I'm down in Shell Harbour. But yeah, every time we get out there, it's always epic. As you can see in that video, we managed a heap of crays. We got a really good range of fish as well. And the second part of this video, I actually jet down to Batemans Bay. That's where my family lives. Do a little bit of diving with my little brother Bray, just out of his he's got a 14.6 Haynes Hunter. Yeah, we just mission around the bay and that and try and get into some fish and crays as well. So that's the second part of this video. If you're hanging around for it, enjoy. It was such a beautiful morning in Batemans Bay. We got there right on sunrise. The boat ramp was pretty busy, not too bad, but we wanted to shoot up the coast a little bit to where we wanted to dive and kind of be up and back at a decent time, so we got going pretty early. Again, we're a couple of 100 kilometers down the coast and that water is just still so blue, absolutely stunning. Where we're diving in this clip, it's pretty common to see snapper. During this dive, I see a few little pinkies on the outskirts, and while I'm down there, I decide just to smash up a few of these urchins and see if that'll entice them to come in a little bit. In this clip here, you can see there's a good school of blue mulwong. This is a fish we see all the time diving, but it's pretty rare to see them school up like this. It was pretty amazing to see the amount of different species just in this one little spot. Like there's a heap of red mulwong, blue mulwong, there's some trumpeter, trevally, brim, goatfish, groper. Yeah, it was really cool. Awesome to see. We'd done quite a few dives just kind of milling around and just observing, and we thought it's about time we start putting some fish in the esky. In these clips here, I'm using my little 800 Rob Allen roller gun. It's a challenging little gun in open areas like this because you got to get super close to your target. But generally, I would use it in like a washy area because it's quite nimble. But yeah, it's such a punchy little gun. Just here I'm eyeing off this 6-spine leather jacket. I don't know if anyone watching this has eaten these before, but they are absolutely delicious. They're a pretty colourful looking leather jacket. I'm just waiting out to see if anything else comes in. They generally don't move too far from when you first see them, but nothing else comes in on this dive and he comes home with us. The esky's getting pretty full. We've got some nice fish in there now. These clips here are from Bray's GoPro, so let's have a watch. Bray's approach in this video is really nice. It's calm. He spots himself a king wrasse, just kind of doing some circles there on the sand out off the rock. He gets the angle of his gun in the right position and puts a really nice shot into that fish. Bray has a really productive little dive here. He locates a few abalone and manages to get 2 off in the one dive. These 2 fish here have got to have some of the most beautiful colours for South Coast species. We were pretty stoked with the variety from the morning dive. It was going to be a good feed for the family.
Yeah, mixed bag.
Mixed bag.
Couple of reefies.
I get it from Colin and Gus or Pepper. Pepper sets it off.
It was such an epic couple of days down the coast. Hey, we were treated to some really nice weather, a couple of beach days, managed a couple of dives, and got some good produce. Had some really big cook-ups with the whole family, and just a lot of nice family time. And we really appreciate you guys tuning into this one. And yeah, we're excited to share the next couple of videos that we've finished up. Stay tuned, and if you haven't already, guys, make sure you sub up. Chuck us a like or a comment. We love hearing your feedback, and yeah, we'll catch you in the next video. Cheers.